am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folgers. Soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know they're wise to cover. Hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Fields. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. Touchdown Bears! Taysom Hill from 19 yards away. And the Bears are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 11-90. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. But that thing's a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers. receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he slips up past the 40. Being tackled.
Here we go.
It's Mixon on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Fields. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching, because typically the teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues with a Lombardi trophy on the line.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
In motion left goes Boyd. Burrow on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 14. Again, Fields. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They try again with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw downfield is taken in by his running back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap. But he's able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
18 more yards.
And Burrow going to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
25 yards that time.
Whoa.
Dixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 empty.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Breaking through to drop him. That's Perrion Winfrey.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
17 yards. And the Bengals.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Burrow on first down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 mighty. 11 12. 12. 12.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
12. 11 MT paint. 11 stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Stopped on the play by Connor Gordon.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On second down, Montgomery. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them away.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Jackson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago!
David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw the first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flush to his right.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good. Bengals first down.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a better day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
That's good for the Bears.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's brought down. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. It brings up 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Steps away. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing the confidence.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Burrow will throw. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got it. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Back to Montgomery on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.